It's a big team, and it's a big lift and a big argument they've got to make, Guy. We've talked a lot about the conservatives, but what about those who in the middle are worried about this as well, that if the deal comes together and it's passed and it doesn't work, they've got to face voters too.
And that's such a crucial point. There's so much focus in the press on the right flank of the party, but there are a lot of votes that need to be sort of nailed down in the center of the party, sort of moderates within the Republican conference, and that is the very difficult needle that Paul Ryan and the president are trying together to thread, where you have enough conservatives on board with the legislation that they're satisfied enough with it that they'll pull the lever, and then people from swing districts who want to make sure that, you know, seniors or near seniors, 55 to 64, aren't going to get totally blown out of the water on premiums. So it is a really tough balancing act. I think we're seeing that from the White House, from the leadership in Congress. And what strikes me too, Shannon, is the Republicans in Congress, their leadership, Paul Ryan in particular, they circled the date for this Thursday. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to put a date on the calendar and say, this is when we're going to have the vote. President Trump, you played the clip earlier in the show, talked about the big vote this Thursday. They are setting this thing up. And to AB's point, if that vote doesn't happen, that is a very bad sign for this legislation. But part of it could be, the strategy might be sort of daring members to vote no. There's sort of a game of chicken. We are having the vote. You're either going to vote to repeal and replace Obamacare, or you're going to cross President Trump and link arms with Nancy Pelosi as the very first big test of the new Congress. You know, that is throwing down a gauntlet big time. And as we saw that cavalcade of people walking in, this is a full court press on Capitol Hill.
It absolutely is.